perhaps the next step for the conference could be, I know there's been a look at division realignment and what that could mean. Where is the conference right now looking at that?
Well, you know, we've talked about that with regularity, and every time it's discussed, our schools end up back at the same place, which is where we are. And Louisville sliding into the slot that Maryland will be vacating, and keeping our divisions the same. You know, we'll see going down the road. I think those are the kinds of things that to keep your conference fresh and the best that it can possibly be, you need to periodically evaluate those kinds of things. But it's amazing when you look at the wins and losses between the two divisions, how balanced, from a competitive standpoint, the two divisions are. So it's kind of hard to get away from that. And you know, we're looking at some other things in terms of scheduling, whether we go to 9 conference games or not, whether we do something with another conference or not. You know, there are different ways to look at it, and there's possible NCAA legislation that would eliminate some of the requirements the NCAA has on the fact that you have to have 12 teams to have a championship game, the fact that you have to have 2 divisions and everybody has to play each other in those divisions to have a championship game. That affects your championship game. It also affects how you have to schedule during the regular season. That may go away. We'll see, and if it does, then we'll have a long conversation about, okay, now that we have a little more freedom to do some things we couldn't previously do, what's best for the Atlantic Coast Conference going forward? What's best for building our league, building our championship game, and what's best in order to get the maximum number of teams in the new college football playoff at the end of the season. So a lot of things to consider there, but you know, we had a great year football-wise last year, and it gives us a tremendous base to build on going forward.
Now, I'm not the smartest guy, but I've advocated no divisions, just one 14-team division. Is that, considering the NCAA could open things up for you, is that one of the options that has even been discussed a little bit? That
would be one of the options, to go to one division, 14 teams, and then however you would determine it, your top 2 teams would then play each other in the championship game. Whether we'll get to that point, I don't know. I don't want people to think that's the next thing coming.
That's just the Jeff Fischel solution, by the way.
But Jeff, your idea will get discussion, and has gotten some discussion, actually.
All right, John, really appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay, Jeff.